Look at this cake, or cold tart. So easy to make, no oven or eggs needed, and with a texture, very creamy. Hello, sweet tooths. Today we're going to make a creamy dessert or cake, no oven needed, and it's coffee flavored. Nothing can go wrong. The first thing I'm gonna grab is a little jar, and here I go. Add 250 milliliters or 1¼ cups of very hot water. Because here we're going to dissolve 3 tablespoons of coffee, 3 of these small teaspoons, but nice and full. In my case, it's decaffeinated in case the kids want to try it, but you can use any coffee you like. See? Thank you. With the heat of the water, this dissolves in just a moment. On the other hand, we take 1/4 cup or 50 milliliters of water and dissolve a tablespoon of gelatin in it. As you can see, I have my pitcher from my blender. But today you can perfectly use a hand blender, a whisk, or simply a fork and give it a good mix. That's up to you. I'm just gonna use it to mix a bunch of ingredients, so let's get to it. I take off the lid, and what I do here is add a glass of milk, which is about 200 milliliters. The same amount of cream, whipping cream, heavy cream, double cream, whatever you call it. The same amount of cream cheese or spreadable cheese as well. In it goes. A splash of essence, extract, or flavoring. Vanilla. And we put all of this in the machine because we're going to mix it thoroughly. We blend it for a few seconds and it will be well mixed right away. To this, we're going to add the condensed milk, 1 can, which is about 2 cups or 400, almost 400 milliliters. We add the whole thing, put the lid back on, and blend it again for a few more seconds so it mixes well and becomes a uniform liquid. And once the condensed milk is mixed in, we're going to add the coffee that we prepared at the beginning. You can also use a different type of coffee besides instant. And only half of what we prepared, because we're gonna set the rest aside. If you like a strong coffee flavor, you can add a little more, and what you do need to do, as you can see, is mix it once again. Now I'm going to take this gelatin that we hydrated earlier, which is already thick, and I'm going to heat it so it liquefies. You can do that in the microwave or in a saucepan, whichever you prefer. In seconds, it becomes liquid. As soon as it comes out, it's still hot and liquid. We add it to the pitcher where we have the whole mixture ready. In it goes. We mix again so it blends well, and it's almost ready. We just have the last and surprising ingredient left, which is lemon juice. Specifically 3/5 cup or 125 milliliters. In it goes. Let's turn on the machine and you'll notice that when you turn it on, it changes a bit. The density of the mixture makes it a bit thicker and creamier. And that's exactly what we're looking for. Besides, it gives it a curious and delicious fresh flavor. Here I have a 23 centimeter diameter mold. It's made of silicone, but even so, I've lined it with a bit of plastic wrap or acetate. You already know I use it a lot, and you can easily buy it in sheet format at stationery stores. As you can see, I use the remaining coffee to lightly soak each cookie. And I place a layer that covers the bottom, and on top of that, a second layer that covers the little holes a bit. Then, a good layer of cream to cover everything well, and we move it around a bit so it's spread evenly throughout the mold. It's that easy. On top of this, what comes next? Can you guess? Another layer of soaked cookies in delicious coffee like this that I'm going to bring it closer and place it. The same operation as before. We simply drop cookies, covering as much surface as possible and almost making a double layer. Again, some cream. As you can see, it's already a bit thick thanks to that touch the lemon juice gave us. We stir a little to make sure it's well covered and repeat the process. Let's go for the cookies. Let's go with a little bit of coffee. Here we go. Remember, if you want kids to try it, you should use decaffeinated coffee, and if you want it for adults, you can use regular coffee. No problem. You can even add a splash of liquor if you want. It's up to you. Finally, we cover it with the remaining cream, and what I'll do is spread it out well, like this, making sure to use every last drop. We'll spread it out well so it covers the whole surface, and if possible, try to make it more or less flat because it'll look nicer and be easier to decorate. Alright, like I said, I'm going to use this pastry spatula or scraper, whatever you want to call it, and spread the cream toward the edges, and that's it. Now we have it ready to put in the fridge or refrigerator for at least 4 hours so the gelatin can do its job and the flavors can come together. So that's where I'm going. Mold goes in. Just a reminder, it's a 23 centimeter diameter mold. Alright, this is done. Now the time has passed, and I can take out this fantastic tarte cake dessert. Call it whatever you want. I'll also tell you that you can easily prepare it a day in advance. In fact, that's what I did. And then decorate it with whatever you want. Caramel, for example. But I'm going to add a bit of freshly chopped chocolate. That way it's bitter and not too sweet, so it makes a nice contrast. Plus, it gives it a crunchy touch, and look how wonderful it looks when you take it out of the mold. A cake or pie that they won't believe you made at home. Perfect, beautiful, and with an inside that, as you know, is the most important thing, just like with people. Fantastic. Look, 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 look how amazing it looks. A cold, creamy dessert with a fresh and original flavor that I'm sure you're going to love. In fact, I'm convinced that more than one person wants to be the owner of this spoon. Here you catch me enjoying this marvel, and I'm sure that if you try it, you'll want seconds. Also, you can see that the ingredients are really simple, and here I leave them for you with exact amounts so you can enjoy it. At home, you'll be surprised by the fresh flavor, but it's sweet and you can add whatever topping you like on top. I've added, like I said, unsweetened cocoa, bitter cocoa with about 50% cocoa in the chocolate. Delicious. But you can add whatever you like best. I hope you'll tell me down below in the comments what idea is going through your mind, because I'm sure that together we'll discover a lot of delicious options. Also remember, I have over 800 recipes on the channel, so if you get bored and feel like it, you can look up any sweet dessert and you'll find a ton of options. And if you still want more, my other channel, the one with savory recipes, is called Saladolandia. This is delicious.